Assalamualaikum. Today, my group and I will present about segmental reporting and interim reporting. First, I will introduce my group member. First of all, me myself, Muhammad Adli Izzah bin Zaimi, Iqbal Hakim bin Yusof, Muhammad Amirul Akmal bin Alias, and lastly, Muhammad Amirul bin Azhar. First, I will talk about the company background. Diamond Builder Group Berhad is an organization that is driven by the passion of becoming one of the trusted for all construction and property demands. The group started its operation in Malaysia on 6 May 1976 as a turnkey contractor with principal activity civil and infrastructure works as well as building construction. Then, they registered with the Pusat Khidmat Contractor as a Class A contractor and is recognized by the Construction Industry Development Board as a Class G contractor. Next, this enabled them to tender for government and private project of any size. The group is also registered as a turnkey contractor with Petroleum Nasional Berhad and is a certified ISO 9001-2050 company.
Hi, my name is Iqbal Hakim. Now I would like to share with you the management approach to do segmented reporting. There are three factors to consider to have a segment reporting. First is nature of business activities, that is nature of product or services and nature of production process. For nature of product or services, Diamond Builder Group Berhad have provided both product and services which are construction, investment holding, property development, trading, lodging and trading timber, also services such as transportation. Nature of the production processes to be formed, Diamond Builder Group Berhad is in construction segment. Diamond Builder Group Berhad had completed various rail-related projects such as the electrified double track Seremban to Gemas, light rail transit (LRT) station and the depot. This segment will remain act as core segment for the company. Now, I would like to explain in details of the nature of business activities for Diamond Builder Group Berhad. Property development segment. Diamond has aggressively involved in selling their property unit which is located in and outside of Malaysia. Investment holding segment. Diamond involved in group level corporate services and also rent out their properties. Lodging and trading timber segment. As Malaysia is one of the world's largest exporters of medium density fiber boards and furniture in Asia, Diamond choose to involve in lodging and trading timber. Trading. Diamond involved in trading construction materials to serve the need of the group in house projects, collective subcontractor, and also the third party. Services. Diamond provided service of lease out heavy machinery, trucks, and lorry. Second factor to consider to have a segment reporting is type or class of customer for the product or services. We must know to distinguish between customer of products and customer of services. Customer for products of Diamond Builder Group Berhad is from lodging and trading timber segment, construction segment, property and development segment, trading segment. The target market depends on the level of satisfaction with the product that produced by the company. For example, LRT's user, property buyer, and also the timber buyer. Next is customer for services, that is from services segment. Investment holding segment. The target market depends on the level of satisfaction with the service that provided by the company. For example, the satisfaction of transportation services customer will increase if the product arrives in a good condition. The third factor is methods used to distribute the products or provide the services. There are various ways Diamond used to distribute each product and services. First is construction, property and development. Diamond use different types of heavy machine, motor vehicle and different type of plant for each project to construct or develop their properties, then sell it to the buyer. Next is lodging and timber trading. Diamond will extract using machine and trading the timber to the buyer. Furthermore, for investment holding segment, the company gain income by renting out their properties. And for trading segment, Diamond will manage and distribute the construction material to their customer or group in-house project. Last is the services segment. Diamond lists out their heavy machine, lorry and also truck. It also provides transportation to their customer.
Okay, Assalamualaikum guys. My name is Muhammad Amirul Akmal bin Alias and I will give explanation about type of segment. Operating segment may be a business or geographical segment. As for our company, Diamond Builder Group Berhad is an investment holding company that engage in the provision of management service. Our company is organized into 6 main business segments, which are investment holding, property development, construction, trading, logging, and trading of timber, and also services. I will give more detail about our business segment. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, the investment holding segment is used to involve in group level corporate services. Next, the property development segment is to develop commercial and residential properties. Next, the construction segment is involved as a general contractor in the construction industry. Next, for our segment is the trading segment. Is to use to trading of construction material. And so on, we will continue with the logging and trading of timber segment, that is extract and track and timber. And next, the services segment, we use to provide logistic and transportation service to our client. And last but not least, the construction segment. We serve as a revenue driver for the company. Okay, we will go to the next slide. Okay, for chief of decision making for our company, I will give the name, the position, and the work to do in that position. Okay, the first, Toh Tiong Hock as a chief operating officer. He is primarily responsible in overseeing and supervision and coordinate the operation of the construction division. There is a man in our company. Next, we have Wong Wee Kyong as our Director of Contract Trading. His responsibility involves overseeing, supervision, and coordinate the operation of the contract and purchasing department. Next, we have Yao Tuk Wai as our Director of Property. He is primarily responsible for the day-to-day business operation of the property. Okay, we will go to the next. Okay, we have Charles Tan Ting Lee as our Finance Director. His main role includes leading the account and finance department. He's also the important person in our company because he plays with the money and our cash flow in the company. Next, we have IR Hong Kam Long as our Director of Construction Building. His main responsibility include carry out in compliance of regulation and procedure, and supervise and coordinate with subcontraction on site. And last but not least, we have Chan Jia as our Director Property. He is primarily responsible for day-to-day business operation and management decision of the Australia Property Division. Okay.
Next one is segmental report. There's 4 reportable segment and 2 non-reportable segment for Diamond Builder Group Berhad. The 4 reportable segment is property development, construction, trading, and logistic trading of timber. The two non-reportable segment is investment holding and service. Next is process to identify the reportable segment and non-reportable segment. To identify the reportable segment and non-reportable segment, we need to use 10% threshold test. The company is required to disclose information about segments separately if the internal and external revenue equal or more than 10% of combined revenue of all operating segment. If the revenue from the internal and external for each segment meets 10% test, it must be reported. If not meet the 10% test, it will be not reported. The operating segment for this company is property development, construction, trading, investment holding, lodging and trading of timber, and services. For property and development, the conversion is we need to report it because it meet the 10% report, same as construction, trading, and lodging and trading of timber. While for investment holding and services, it not have to be reported because it not meet the 10% test. 75% test, we need to combine revenue of identified operating segment must be equal or more than total revenue of entity. Otherwise, we need to identify more reportable operating segment even if the segment fail the 10% threshold test. For this company, the percentage of the external revenue reported over the total external revenue is 99.43%. The amount is higher than 70%. The combined external revenue of the chosen operating segment is more than 75%, which indicate that there is no need to identify more operating segment which fail the 10% threshold test. The chosen reportable segment will remain as the reportable segment. This slide shows the profit before tax for every segment and the profit after tax for the company. While this slide shows the asset and liability for every segment.
Now, I would like to tell you about the advantages and the disadvantages of using the segment reporting. For the advantages of segment reporting, number 1, Diamond Builder Group Berhad is able to assess the individual performance of the segments. This way, the company would be able to identify whether each of the segments is to be continued or cease its operation. For example, Diamond separated its segments by nature of it, and you can see which is profitable, which is not. Number 2, it helps the users of financial statement have a better understanding on the fluctuating figures. This means segment report provide a better or detailed report to show the numbers that eventually produce the final figure in the statement of financial position or other statements. Number 3, respects decentralized business by means it helps to provide a foundation for big companies that venture into various activities to carefully examine each of the segments or activities carried out. And lastly, number 4, it helps Diamond to understand better the economic environment that it is operating in. In this case, Diamond will be able to understand the construction and property industry in Malaysia. Next, the disadvantages of segment reporting. Number 1, it would be unfair for investors if the company can manipulate data. Segment reporting gives space to the company to manipulate data in order to make it seem as it is doing well. Number 2, it would be time consuming when the segment must be apportioned in the term of taxation. Some segment might share some costs together or revenue together. For example, segments that operate in the same building. Number 3, investor might believe that segment report is unnecessary. This is because the investors has the mindset that they invest in the company as a whole, not in the individual segment. And lastly, number 4, reporting segments could be costly. as the company has to incur additional costs in gathering all the operating information needed to report each of the segment.
Basis of preparation of interim report, which consists of two, which are integral method and discrete method. Integral method is part of the annual report and it is being prepared as a fraction of the annual report, and it's calculated by multiplying the annual values and fraction of the reporting period. Second is discrete method, which is prepared in a separate period. This method is commonly used by FAR570 and it is prepared on periodic basis. Diamond Builder Sdn Berhad uses discrete method for its interim report because it is prepared in separate period.
There are several types of interim report. As for the Diamond Builder Group Berhad, the type of interim report used by this company is discrete method because the interim period itself is a separate period from the financial period, and the reports are prepared period basis, which is quarterly basis. Next is the accounting policies. There are various kinds of accounting policy that can be used. As for the Diamond Builder Group Berhad, two of the accounting policy is number one, intangible assets. Intangible assets that are acquired by the group are stated at cost less accumulated impairment loss, if any. Number two, investment properties. Investment properties are properties which are owned or right to use asset, help to earn rental income, or for capital appreciation, or for both, but not for sale in the ordinary course of business, used in the production or supply of goods or services, or for administrative purpose.
Hello, hi guys. Okay, next we will see our period for current and cooperative for each statement in our company. We start with statement of financial position. The current period is 30 June 2020. That is from 1st July 2019 until 30 June 2020. And the comparative cumulative for that period is 30 June 2019 on the 1st July 2018 until 30 June 2019. We can see the extract of statement of financial position from the company. Okay, we will go to the next slide. Okay, next slide we will use to show you about a statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income that we used to call SOPL. Okay, the period is same with the statement of financial position. For the current is 30 June 2020. That means the date is from 1st July 2019 until 30 June 2020. And for the comparative cumulative period is 30 June 2019. That is from 1st July 2018 until 30 June 2019. Okay, you will see the extract below. Okay, we will move to the next statement. That is statement. Okay, the next statement is statement of change in equity. Okay, for the current period is on 30 June 2020. That is have 1 year period. That is 1 July 2019 until 30 June 2020. Okay, for the comparative cumulative, for this statement is on 30 June 2019. That is from 1st July 2018 until 30 June 2019. Okay, next slide, we will see the statement of change in cash flow. Okay, statement of cash flow have same with the other statement. That is have 1 year period. That is on 30 June 2020 for the current, and the comparative cumulative is on 30 June 2019. That is some of extract of statement of cash flow from the company. Okay, we will go to the next slide about the adjustment. Okay, our company have proposed to do two adjustments by the company. First adjustment that we made is about accrued expenses. That is about our worker which is paid to worker is about 100,000 is accrued during January 2020. To make this an adjustment for wage paid to employee at the end of accounting period, an adjusting journal entry will be we debit the wage expense on statement of profit or loss and we credit wages payable on statement of financial position. That is the first adjustment. Second adjustment is about accrue revenue. We accrue revenue because our situation is credit sale from client is about 300,000 ringgit is accrued during March 2020. Okay, to make an adjusting entry for credit sale from client at the end of accounting period, an adjusting journal entry we will do is we debit the trade receivable on statement of financial position and we credit the sale revenue on statement profit or loss. Okay, the next slide we will see the some extract statement of financial position. Okay, this is the extract statement of financial position. The first adjustment, we will go to the current liability, that is wage payable. We will see that before the amount is about 3,151, and after we do the credit the wage payable, it becomes 360,051. Okay, you guys see the before and after. And next, for the second adjustment, we see for the current asset, under the current asset, we have trade receivable. We see before the number is 43099. After we debit the amount, it becomes 43399. And that is for the extract statement of financial position. That is a judgment for our company. Okay.
That's all for our presentation of segmental reporting and interim reporting. Thanks for watching.